Imagine this. You wake up in the morning and before your feet even touch the floor, your hands already feel tight, your knuckles feel swollen, your wrists feel stiff, and when you try to open a jar, button a shirt, or hold a cup, your joints feel like they belong to someone older than you. Now, here's the part most people don't realize. Rheumatoid arthritis is not just a joint problem. It's an immune system problem. It's like your body's defense system, meant to protect you, gets confused, turns inward, and starts attacking the lining of your joints. That lining is called the synovium, and when it's under constant attack, it becomes inflamed, thick, and irritated. Over time, that inflammation can damage cartilage, bone, and even surrounding tissue. And here's what makes rheumatoid arthritis feel so unfair. It doesn't always strike just when you overuse a joint. It can hurt when you rest. It can flare overnight. It can make you feel exhausted, foggy, and drained, even if you didn't do anything physically demanding. But the good news is this: your diet can help control the fire, not in a magical, overnight cure way, but in a real science-based way. Because inflammation is a biological process, and certain foods can either feed inflammation or calm it though. In this video, we're going to cover 7 superfoods that can help your body reduce inflammatory signals, protect joints, support the gut-immune connection, and improve daily comfort. And stay until the end, because I'll share a simple daily routine that combines these foods in a way that makes them work even better, plus one common mistake that silently keeps inflammation active in many people. Let's begin. Extra virgin olive oil, the anti-inflammation switch fat. Let's start with one of the most underestimated healing foods on the planet, extra virgin olive oil. Most people think of olive oil as just a healthier fat, but the truth is, high quality extra virgin olive oil is more like a natural anti-inflammatory tool that happens to taste good. Doctor explanation: what's happening in the body? Inflammation in rheumatoid arthritis is driven by immune signals, chemical messengers that keep inflammatory pathways turned on. One of the damaging processes involved is oxidative stress, which is basically a constant overload of cell damage sparks, known as free radicals. When oxidative stress rises, inflammation often rises with it, and tissues become more vulnerable. Extra virgin olive oil contains polyphenols, plant compounds that help reduce oxidative stress and support healthier inflammatory signaling. You can picture it like this. When inflammation is a wildfire, extra virgin olive oil can help reduce the dry fuel. Nutritionist explanation: how to use it correctly. The key is quality and usage. Not every olive oil works the same. Choose extra virgin, not light olive oil. Look for oils stored in dark glass and used before expiration. Use it mostly raw or low heat. Practical dosing: 2 tablespoons per day. Drizzle over salt. Add to cooked vegetables after cooking. Mix into soups right before eating. Use it in homemade dressing with lemon. A simple joint-friendly habit. Make a joint dressing once and keep it in the fridge. Extra virgin olive oil plus lemon juice plus a pinch of salt plus turmeric plus black pepper. That's not fancy, that's strategic. And this matters because the next superfood is like olive oil SE best friend. Fatty fish omega-3 immune calming fuel. If there is one nutrient group that consistently shows up in anti-inflammatory diets, it's omega-3 fatty acids, and the richest natural source. Fatty fish, like salmon, sardines, mackerel, and trout. Doctor explanation: why omega-3 self-matter in raw rheumatoid arthritis involves an overactive immune response. Omega-3 fats help shift the body toward producing more inflammation-resolving compounds, meaning substances that help the body turn down the inflammatory response. Think of omega-3 south like a calming signal sent through your bloodstream. Your immune system is still active, still strong, still protective, but it's less likely to overreact. Also, omega-3 south support heart health. And that's important because chronic inflammation can affect blood vessels too. Rheumatoid arthritis isn't only about joints. It can increase stress on the cardiovascular system over time. Nutritionist explanation: How much and how often? Aim 4 to 4 servings per week of fatty fish. A serving is usually around the size of your palm. If you don't like fish, don't panic. There are plant omega-3 sources too, and we'll talk about them soon. But fish is one of the strongest dietary anchors for inflammation support. Best ways to eat it: baked salmon with olive oil and herb sardines on whole grain toast with lemon tuna can help. But fatty fish like sardines and salmon are stronger omega-3 sources. This time, many people like fish at dinner, especially if morning stiffness is a problem. While it's not an instant fix, consistent omega-3 intake supports the body over time. Now, let's move to one of the most famous anti-inflammatory spices on earth, but also one of the most misunderstood. Turmeric plus black pepper. The absorption secret: turmeric is everywhere, but most people are using it in a way that barely makes a difference. The reason? The main active compound, curcumin, is hard for the body to absorb. Doctor explanation. How turmeric helps: curcumin supports pathways involved in reducing inflammation and oxidative stress. You can think of it like a signal that helps the body stop overproducing inflammatory chemicals. In rheumatoid arthritis, the immune system is attacking the joint lining, which triggers swelling, warmth, and pain. Turmeric doesn't stop the immune system, but it can support healthier balance and reduce the chemical intensity of inflammatory signaling. The nutritionist's secret. Turmeric needs help for turmeric to work better. Add black pepper. It improves absorption. Combine it with fat olive oil, avocado. Eat simple. Daily use. Add 1/2 to 1 teaspoon to eggs, soups, beans, rice, or vegetables. Sprinkle a pinch of black pepper. Use with olive oil whenever possible. Easy routine idea. Golden anti-inflammatory tea gentle version. Warm water or milk alternative plus turmeric plus black pepper plus cinnamon plus a teaspoon of honey if needed. Now, turmeric is like a signal tool, but we also need foods that protect your cells from ongoing damage, because raw is not only inflammation, it's also daily oxidative stress. That brings us to berries. Berries cell protection against oxidative stress. Berries are small, but biologically, they're powerful. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries. These fruits contain natural plant pigments that help fight oxidative stress. Doctor explanation. Why oxidative stress matters? Oxidative stress is like rust in the body. It damages tissues and increases inflammatory signaling. When oxidative stress rises, inflammation becomes easier to trigger and harder to calm. That's why antioxidant-rich foods matter in autoimmune conditions. Berries help support the body's antioxidant defense system. That doesn't mean they cure raw. It means they help protect cells from damage that can worsen inflammation. Explanation. Practical servings. Aim for 1/2 to 1 cup per day. Fresh or frozen. Best ways. Add berries to oatmeal, blend into smoothies, mix into yogurt, eat them as dessert instead of sugary snack. Smart combinations. Try berries with a protein-fat partner so blood sugar stays stable. Berries plus Greek yogurt, berries plus nuts, berries plus chia pudding. And this matters because unstable blood sugar can raise inflammatory stress hormones in some people, which can make inflammation feel worse. Now, if you want to understand rheumatoid arthritis at a deeper level, you must understand something powerful. Your gut is one of your immune system's main control rooms. Fermented foods gut immune supports. Your immune system doesn't live only in your joints. A huge amount of immune activity is connected to the digestive tract. The gut lining is like a security wall. And your gut microbiota, those beneficial bacteria, help train your immune system. Doctor explanation. Gut and immunity. When the gut environment is unhealthy, the immune system can become more reactive. Some people notice that gut irritation, certain foods, or digestive problems correlate with flares. That doesn't mean everyone with raw has the same gut triggers, but supporting gut health is a common smart strategy for lowering overall inflammatory load. Nutritionist explanation. Start small. Go. Consistent fermented foods include kefir plain yogurt, sauerkraut, kimchi miso, fermented vegetables. Start small. 2-3 tablespoons of sauerkraut, or 1/2 cup plain kefir. Choose options with no added sugar, because sugar can feed an inflammatory environment. If dairy is not tolerated, choose non-dairy fermented options. Pro tip: a little every day is more effective than a huge amount once in a while. Now, if fermented foods help train the immune system through the gut, the next superfood helps remove inflammatory pressure from another angle. Blood sugar spikes, legumes, beans, and lentils. Fiber that feeds the right gut bacteria. Beans and lentils don't get called superfoods enough, but they absolutely deserve it, especially for inflammation support. Doctor explanation: why fiber matters. Fiber is not just for digestion. Fiber feeds beneficial gut bacteria, which produce compounds that support a healthier gut lining and calmer immune signaling. When you have more fiber in the diet, you often see improved blood sugar stability, better digestion, lower inflammatory markers over time. In many people, blood sugar spikes can increase inflammatory stress, hormones, and oxidative stress. So, stable blood sugar equals calmer inflammatory environment. Nutritious explanation: best ways to eat legumes: lentil soup with olive oil, black beans with herbs, and lemon chickpeas in salads. Hummus as a snack. Start slow if you're not used to fiber, and drink enough water. Frequency: 3 to 5 times per week is a realistic goal for many people. Now, we need something that gives you anti-inflammatory fats without fish, because not everyone eats salmon or sardine. That's where nuts and seeds come in. Chia flax, and they're also omega-3 for a daily routine. Minerals. Walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds are powerful because they offer plant-based omega-3 self plus fiber and important minerals. Doctor explanation: why these help omega-3 self support inflammation balance. Fiber supports gut immunity, and minerals help tissues and recovery. Walnuts also contain polyphenols, those plant compounds that support antioxidant defenses, which is helpful in chronic inflammation. Nutritionist explanation: how to use them. Walnuts, a small handful per day. Chia or flax, 1 tablespoon per day. Best ways: add chia to yogurt or smoothies. Add ground flax to oatmeal. Sprinkle walnuts over salads or berries. Important tip: with flax, ground is often easier for the body to use than whole seeds. Now, before we finish, we're going to add the final secret: a simple daily combo using the strongest parts of this list. Because if you can stick to one routine, your body benefits from consistency. The daily anti-inflammation routine plus C. Here's a simple daily routine that combines multiple superfoods without making your life complicated. Morning routine: 5 minutes. Option A: oatmeal or yogurt. Add berries. Add 1 tablespoon chia or ground flax. Add walnuts. Option B: if you prefer savory, eggs or vegetables. Add turmeric plus black pepper. Drizzle extra virgin olive oil after cooking. Afternoon support: a small serving of fermented food, sauerkraut, or kefir. Or a bean-based snack like hummus with vegetables. Dinner foundation: 2-4 times per week. Fatty fish most other nights. Legumes plus vegetables plus olive oil dressing. This isn't about perfection. It's about lowering inflammatory pressure every day, like turning down the volume on the immune system's overreaction. Quick summary: these 7 superfoods can support rheumatoid arthritis by addressing inflammation from multiple angles. Olive oil polyphenols, plus anti-inflammatory signaling fatty fish omega-3 immune. Calming turmeric, plus black pepper inflammation, signaling support, plus absorbs in berries oxidative stress protection. Fermented foods, gut immune balance. Legumes, fiber, plus blood sugar stability. Walnuts, my chia flex plant, OMEG, A3 fiber, plus antioxidants. Now, I want to hear from you. Which symptom is your biggest battle? Morning stiffness, swollen fingers, knee pain, fatigue, or flare-up? Comment below, and I'll reply with a simple food habit you can try this week. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share. because someone you love might be silently struggling with joint pain and inflammation. And this could be the message that changes their daily life.